time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reese. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to run it, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Wants to throw. It's Booker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes.
just the man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Booker. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Sets up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gives it on the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Here on third down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Booker. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Vols line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah,
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Georgia lining up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love the wheel run. I most of the time, I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll pull it down. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Knocked down for the tackle.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. On the move, it's Butler.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Booker. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the run to start this second half. Bernie on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Grab behind the line. It's Clinton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fat.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Booker. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Dogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Georgia sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's free in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Underwood. Extending the play. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the batter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's It's getting pretty close.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The inside handoff. Oh, he got loose. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Red pass hits complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.